Here's what I'm really worried about, Secretary Hagel. I'm worried that the Inspector General over there for Reconstruction has indicated to you saying that no more than 21% of Afghanistan will be accessible for oversight. And by the end of this year, that's a 47% reduction since 2009. I hate to sound like a broken record, but the amount of money we've put in infrastructure reconstruction in these countries, and the notion that we would continue to do that, knowing up front that there can be no oversight. I will be looking very carefully at the budget when it arrives after the elections to see if we are finally realizing that building their power grid and their water systems and their highways in an insecure environment is not a good use of our money, and would like you to comment on that. And overall, both you and General Dempsey, I continue to ask, where is the data that this stuff works in a counterinsurgency? I mean, we're just assuming that spending billions of dollars, and by the way, most of it we spent in Iraq, you know, the stuff we built is not operational, or it's in ruins, or it was blown up. And I don't think we've had a great deal more success in Afghanistan. And so it's like we started assuming that the military doing infrastructure projects was an effective way to fight in a counterinsurgency situation. And I don't know that we can prove it works. Can you all give me something that would give me comfort that we don't repeat this again in the next counterinsurgency encounter we have?
Senator, you've just laid out a whole set of realistic questions that concern all of us. We're dealing with the future of Afghanistan here in this context. From what we've learned in past experiences, as you correctly note, Iraq, there are a lot of questions. I mean, our Inspector General keeps bringing them up. So these are factors that are going to have to and will be and are being considered on future development assistance. Is it verifiable? Can it work? Where's the oversight? How do we know? All the questions that you're right.
Your question is a good one. I have a directorate in the Joint Staff responsible for lessons learned, and I'll go back and dig up what we have on metrics demonstrating the connection between developmental projects and stability. It's something we've struggled with, especially early on in these two conflicts. We were playing catch-up right from the start. I think it is true, though, that in a counterinsurgency, the fundamental task is to separate the insurgents from the population, and certainly development and aid and economic growth is one of the ways to do that. But I'll give you a fuller answer.
Yeah, I think it's really important we figure this out. I'm not against aid, you know, but this, as you all know, this thing kind of morphed from SERP to AIF to, you know, we've gone back and forth. Is this a state function? Is this a DOD function? Is this active military, or is this contractors? And I'm not sure that we have clear answers, and I don't think we're looking carefully enough at the lessons learned to direct us going forward.